So now I would say I stopped going hard on the music. Like, I would make beats and make little videos, but I would say I stopped trying to push my music and like collab with people. And then out here, I don't really collab with anybody at all. There was a time when I was making beats out here. I would like send them to my friends in New York, but a couple of them got on placements.
I see you making some beats. There was like some real East Coast.
Oh hell yeah! That's all. And what's funny is we talking about that. I spoke about this on a podcast recently. She was asking about my sound, and I was like, when you're young, you kind of discussed this earlier. You really don't know yourself when you're young. Yeah. So like, I would follow like what was popping at the time. So in the early 2000s, I loved gangster rap, and then after that came then the South music, like Lil Jon and all those people. Yeah, then I started getting really into that, and then the other trap music, like we were talking about, like when Metro Boomin and Mike Will and them started becoming big producers and producing like Future and all those South artists. I was kind of dabbling with that sound, but then I think it got to a point where it's like, I'm older. What do I really like? What am I passionate about? And then, like Jay Dilla, Madlib, Ninth Wonder.
Just kind of developed your own shit after.
Yeah, and but I've always loved those producers. Those are like those boom bap producers, Flying Lotus, where they got that sound, and I've always loved that sound.
Or do you actually rap?
I freestyle all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Like some people don't really like this shit they like, bro. If I'm being honest with you, it's just they heard it so much. They heard it so much, and the people creating this music, they're following certain formulas in music that we've been programmed for years to be drawn to, bro. So a lot of people, they don't really know what they like, if I'm being honest with you. They don't really know what they like, and they haven't taken the time out, I feel like, to just know what you like, to listen to mad music. Like, bro, I listen to so much music, and like I love hip hop, but I'll listen. There's this thing I use called Samplet, and then you could get anything from YouTube, like music from Brazil, China, anywhere. So I'll listen to any type of music just to see how it resonates with me, and I'll sample it to make beats. So it's just like, a lot of people just don't know their sound, but when you take the time out.
I like Motown.
Yeah, like that soul shit, right?
Yeah, I like that soul shit. That's what I fuck with that shit.
Same here, I fire. Yeah, but there's so much music, you know what I mean? Yeah. That a lot of people, they just like what's current. Yeah, or like what's on the radio, or what's hot. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But I just feel like music is so much deeper than that.
I feel like an old head whenever I say like I like the older music, like 90s rap music better than.
That doesn't make you an old head.
Yeah.
That just means you know quality music. Because 90s hip hop was, in my opinion, one of the best.
Well, I've said this many times on the pod. I think that the rappers nowadays are way more versatile. Mm-hmm. Like they could spit way more harder.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
But what they spitting ain't shit.
They ain't saying, they
ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I got a hot flow.
Yeah, hot flow, but you ain't
find some
shit.
words to fill that flow.
Yeah, that's like, I think they got better, because I'm not gonna say that they're better back when I was growing up. I'm just thinking they had like more resonating meaning. Like you could hear some Pac. I always use Pac for example. You could hear some Pac and be like, oh shit, I feel that. Mm-hmm. Shit, I used to feel the same way. Facts. You know what I mean? But these guys are like, I got $1,000 and this is money and this and that. Like nobody was living like that. We don't feel that shit. You know what I mean?
But everybody resonates to it because the world we live in, bro. Social media is fake. Everybody lives a fake life.
Yeah.
So that's why they like all that shit.
That's true.
It's like, I don't really got $1,000, but that picture I put up on IG is only once a year. Yeah. And I'm fronting like it's life.
Yeah. You was talking about earlier, like, remember I told you my first fight, 34? Mm-hmm. The reason I done that was life happened to me. I got caught up in life, bro. Mm-hmm. I had a job, take care of my kids, go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work, come home, go to sleep. Saturday comes, maybe go to the grocery store with the kids, just before I know it, I was 34 years old and I was in a ditch. And because I used to be a pipe layer. I could have been a rapper, but.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Mm-hmm.
I just didn't go to Houston. I'm from a small town. If I was from a big city, I was one of those. Yeah. So I'd be with this motherfucker. He'd be like, for example, I'd be in the gym. I was a striker. Motherfucker come in and take me down. I'd be like, he only won because he wrestled. So what? Learn how to fucking wrestle. What's your problem? You know what I mean? Like he would tell me, I'd come to the gym late. Mm-hmm. He'd be like, and you wonder why you're not getting better. Mm-hmm. You ain't here being late. He would tell me shit like that. So that shit started resonating with me because when you're preparing for combat, Like this guy's trying to fucking kick my ass. You know what I mean? Like so, like when you're preparing for combat, that shit start resonating with me.
Word.
So that's and then I started starting businesses, and that's basically how I got to where I am right now. That